Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Some weeks back, Ndindi Nyoro, a very close William Ruto ally, made it very clear that it's very hard to access William Ruto without the approval of Farouk Kibet. And that even Rigathi Gachagua, the deputy president, cannot access William Ruto without Farouk Kibet's approval. That was Ndindi Nyoro some weeks back. And also at a burial ceremony in Nyeri County, we saw Nyeri governor making it very clear that some people have surrounded William Ruto and they are making it very hard to access William Samoei Ruto. So it's a fact that William Ruto has not been accessible to leaders, especially in Kenya Kwanza alliance. Recently, we saw members of parliament from the mountain ganging up in parliament to reject one of William Ruto's Iala nominees. And after that, we also saw leaders from Kalenjin, Rift Valley, holding a press briefing where they attacked William Ruto's government over the importation of GMO maize. So it's a fact William Ruto has been facing rebellion among leaders in his Kenya Kwanza alliance. In this video, I want us to have a look at a story captured by Nation today. Because from the look of things, this simmering rebellion in Kenya Kwanza alliance might have scared William Ruto. William Ruto might be in a panic mode and is now desperately trying to reach out to Kenya Kwanza elected leaders. William Ruto calls MPs every evening to keep a firm grip on Kenya Kwanza team. Saturday Nation has established that whenever there is a serious matter in which MPs have to make a decision, Dr. Ruto convenes a meeting to discuss with them. He also has regular phone calls with the legislators in which he asks them about the problems they face in their constituencies and how best the government can chip in. The Kenya Kwanza lawmakers interviewed yesterday by Saturday Nation admitted that the head of state has a lot of time for interactions on the phone. They said he sometimes calls to caution MPs who make statements that taint his administration. The president calls us and sometimes uses that opportunity to warn some of us from making what he always describes as reckless statements. Recently, he called a colleague of mine from Rift Valley, asking him why he had started making utterances like the ones he made during the previous administration, said an MP who requested anonymity. Yes. From that story captured by Saturday Nation today, if the story is true, then William Ruto here is clearly panicking. William Ruto is now desperately trying to make sure he consolidates leaders in his Kenya Kwanza team fully behind him. And that's only possible, or rather that is possible, or rather William Ruto is doing that because of the rebellions we have seen in Kenya Kwanza in the recent days. And more so, William Ruto might be doing this as a way to tame Rigathi Gachagua. In this video, I want us to dig deep into this story to understand the political games being played here and what those games means and portends for William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, and Kenyans in general. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Why must William Ruto make regular phone calls to elected leaders? And we are being told that when members of parliament from college in Rift Valley issued a press briefing where they called on the government to stop the importation of GMO maize, we are told some very close William Ruto handlers made phone calls to them and threatened them. And since that time, these leaders have been silent. So you are seeing clearly, by William Ruto making this evening phone calls to these leaders, William Ruto is just trying to intimidate and to compromise these elected leaders. William Ruto wants these leaders to sing his tune. He does not want these leaders to go contrary to any decision coming from State House. That only means William Ruto is out to muzzle all arms of government. Already the judiciary seems compromised. The judiciary is leaning towards the government. Now the legislature, William Ruto is also trying very hard to make sure the legislature becomes an extension of the executive. And that's exactly what is going on here. These members of parliament should not accept such kind of twisting by the president. William Ruto should let and allow these members of parliament to actually work independently, not dictating on them what they should do and at what time. And then secondly, I'm seeing a very scared William Ruto. A William Ruto was already seen, he is losing the support of elected leaders in his team. And I'm saying that because we have been seeing groups forming in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. We have been seeing Musalia Mudavadi meeting some leaders from Western. We saw Rigathi Gachagua meeting leaders from the mountain. So William Ruto has realized that if he does not move with speed, then he's going to lose these leaders to these top leaders within his government. So William Ruto is actually also reaching out directly to them. So I'm seeing that as a war in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. All these top leaders, William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, Musalia Mudavadi, these leaders are fighting for the control of elected members of parliament and even senators or elected leaders in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. That's exactly what is happening here. And William Ruto is now stooping too low to now a point of also getting into those side shows of trying to play such kinds of politics. I personally believe William Ruto should be above that. He should let Rigathi play that kind of politics. He should let Musalia play that kind of politics. Because I know the only reason William Ruto is trying to reach out to these leaders is to make sure that his word is the law. Anything he decides, that's it. That's the only reason I know William Ruto is most definitely reaching out to these leaders. And also, if you look at it, I'm seeing that as a likely continuation of the shadow boxing between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. By William Ruto directly calling leaders from the mountain, calling them in the evening, I'm seeing that as something that is also going to put William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua at loggerheads here. Rigathi is going to feel that William Ruto is not taking him seriously. William Ruto, as if he wants to engage with the leaders directly, but not through Rigathi Gachagua. So in one way or the other, that can also cause some friction between Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto. And I'm taking that as a continuation of Ruto, Rigathi shadow boxing. Even though Rigathi has been trying to convince Kenyans that there is no problem, there is obviously a problem. And this story as captured by Nation also just confirms that there is a problem. William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua are actually fighting over these elected leaders. Whether William Ruto will maintain calling these leaders every evening, it's only time that will tell. But if I project it, the same fate that befell Uhuru Kenyatta, as much as William Ruto might try to avoid that kind of a fate, it will most definitely befall William Ruto. Because I know William Ruto as the president will not be calling these leaders every evening. It shows William Ruto is scared. He is not very confident of his presidency. He might be suffering some kind of inferiority complex. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. If you want to support our channel, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number, but feel free to channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.